5 minutes. Lilly White.
What has ever been the hardest decision that you have ever made? Mine, it took less than 5 minutes, and I have lived with that decision for the last 15 years. It started with a phone call. Mom, your granddaughter's on the psychiatric ward. She wants to cut herself. So, I immediately fly from Ottawa to Moncton. When my daughter picked me up at the airport, I knew something was wrong. She smelled like alcohol. She was slurring her words. I didn't judge. I had joined a 12-step program in '91. I know pain, and I certainly know denial. So I didn't judge. I decided to witness and watch. I ended up spending a few days in the hospital with my granddaughter. And what I witnessed scared me. My granddaughter was not in that hospital for herself. She wasn't trying to draw attention to herself. It was her mother. And I remember saying to the nurse, "You have got the wrong kid in here." So that week, I kept observing, and I was in fear. My identity as a mother immediately turned into the identity of a grandmother. I ended up going and doing something I never thought I would do. At the time, my husband was with the RCMP and doing a UN mission in Haiti. So that night, we talked for hours, because I knew I had to do something I didn't want to do. The next morning, I get up, I dial the phone, and I call the social worker on my own daughter. Not because I didn't love her, but because I loved her children too. I spent a few more days with my granddaughter, and before I went to the airport, I went to say my goodbyes to my daughter. And she said to me, "I know who called the social worker." Those were the last words my daughter ever spoke to me. Less than a year later, she was gone. Through suicide. Her pain was very, very deep. You know, sometimes the identity of a mother is not always to be loved. It's not always to be understood. Maybe the identity of a mother is to love so fiercely that you are willing to carry the pain for the family. But you're also willing to show them what joy looks like, that we have to go on. So I'm going to ask you all something now. What would you do? Thank you.